Hello, good morning, everybody. Yeah. This is Olusegun, your trading coach this morning. And I'm saying thank you for joining us. Apologies for that. So I'm glad to be here with you once again. And of course, I'll share my screen shortly. Please, if you can hear me, I can see. Okay, thank you very much. I don't even need to ask if you can hear me. I know you can all hear me. So I'm glad to be here once again. And of course, today is Monday, a very beautiful day. I think today is 11th, 10th. Let me check. I think 10. I think so. I think so. Let me just confirm that today is 10. Just okay, today is 10. So we don't need to be too fast. Today is 10. All right. So and of course, it's the 10th day of the month of June. So it means that we have about 20 more days to go, right? Of course, I can assure you that it's going to be a beautiful day for the rest of the month, and the rest of the year. So I think my voice is not that loud. Anytime I come up in the morning like this, I don't know, I have this kind of like, frog voice that is kind of a little bit of somehow. So I think it's just morning thing. Okay, normally my voice is kind of loud, even if it is not too loud. So I can see some faces here. I can see Ile, Laboye, Olufemi. Okay, I'm glad to see you. I can see you are doing well wherever you are. And of course, I can see some, other people, even though I can't see their faces, but I know they are there. Of course, they're listening to me. So I'm going to be sharing my screen shortly with you guys. And we'll be looking at, for example, we'll be looking at what the market entails for the rest of the week. Today's Monday. And of course, impact news that are coming out, opportunities for you to make money. And of course, we'll also be looking at technicals of, those instruments that you would like us to look at. For example, if you're already on a trade and you want me to look at what you can do, okay, maybe you're already making profit, or you want to terminate the profit, or you want to keep it running, or your trade is not in profit yet, you still have a drawdown, and you want to manage it, we'll be looking at all those things. Okay, so there'll be also there'll be opportunity for you to ask questions. Maybe I'll just enable the channel to ask 1 or 2 questions. And of course, we'll conclude the class plus or minus 9 a.m. this morning. So thank you very much. So Damilola says he's happy to see me. You see me today, you're only hearing my voice. So, but of course, like you said, it's going to be a profitable week. Now, let's get started. Let me share my screen very fast and look at what we have for us today. So this is my MT4 screen. I'm using MT4 this morning. And of course, I can also use MT5. So it depends on my mood. But I actually like using MT4 because I have a lot of indicators that I paid for, okay, that are useful on MT4. But of course, I also have MT5 account that I'm trading with. So I use both of them interchangeably. The reason why I love switching more to MT4 is because, like I said, indicators that I paid for, and of course, I don't want those indicators to go to waste. So, but of course, if they can still analyze markets, then I can as well use them. So I'm going to start with Euro USD this morning. But of course, before I look at the Euro USD details, you can see there's a gap down, obviously. So I think Euro is getting, it's getting really, really bad. Of course, dollar is getting stronger, okay, as the case may be. So before Euro USD could rise up, could be as much as Wednesday. That's before the price will begin to spring up. I think so, because there'll be CPI coming on Wednesday. So, and of course, if the CPI is bad for dollar, then Euro USD could go up. And of course, like I said, I'm going to be sharing my screen. So let me, my screen to reveal the news channel where we can now, look at things, that we can take into account for the rest of the week. So this is my browser screen. Of course, I'm going to just go straight to Forex Factory. Now, from the Forex Factory page, I want us to just look at what will happen this week. So I think Sunday yesterday, the parliamentary election, I think report caused a lot of, havoc to Euro. And of course, June 8, 2024, June 7, 2024, June 6, 2024. So there was European Parliament latest release every 5 years, and of course for European Union. So I think voters from 27 European Union countries will elect 270 members to the European Parliament. So I think because of that election, I don't know what went wrong, but because of whatever happened yesterday, a lot of things happened and things went wrong. Things went haywire. The last time it did was in 2019. So because of that, euro lost a lot of touch against dollar. So it's not because of technical or anything. It's just because of the election into European Union Parliament. Okay, so let's look at what we can do to salvage that. It means that if you have a sell on euro USD, your trade should have closed now. Hopefully, that's if it has been so stubborn to close. It should have closed now. And of course, if you are on a sell, it means you are on a good journey. Okay, so it's going to be a good ride for you. But of course, if you're on a buy, you need to be very careful. If your lot is not big, probably you can hold on to those trades. But if your lot size is big, you might as well look for a way to just escape that. So beyond the parliamentary election, let's look at what today holds for euro and of course the rest of the week. So first of all, today is Monday, so there's no news. So it means that whatever we are going to be doing today is going to be technical, 100% technical, because there's no fundamental event coming up today. So okay, so because it already happened that it's obvious that Euro USD lost touch. Euro lost touch against basket of currencies, which means that if we look at Euro JPY now, Euro, Pound, Euro USD, Euro CAD, it should have been lost against Euro, which means that if you want to trade on any of those currency pairs, you need to be very careful and trade accordingly, trade with low volume. That I'm talking of lot size, and be careful of trading Europe, okay, because of that parliamentary election that we just checked. But of course, beyond today, that because like I said, we're going to be looking at technical on that. But beyond the technicals for today, what about tomorrow, Tuesday? What do we have? So 7 a.m. tomorrow, be ready to trade pound, okay, because there will be climate count change, and of course, that's the report that is coming out. Okay, if actually greater than forecast, you can go for you can go for pound. Some people are calling me, I don't know why, but of course they should know that if I'm training people, I do not pick call. It's not my fault because I don't like distraction. Okay, so for Wednesday, there will be GDP, okay, month by month for pound, and of course, there will be CPI for dollar. Remember, June 12th? So it's a public holiday in Nigeria, just because of politics and all that. But of course, beyond politics, it's also a day for you to sit down in your house and make money quietly. So Wednesday is a day to remember. It's going to be a day to remember. And of course, remember that same day there will be FOMC. So it's an opportunity for you to actually grab volatility in the market. So I can assure you, whichever way you trade that day, whether you do a buy or a sell, you are going to make money because of the FOMC coming up. So even if the CPI drive it somewhere, FOMC might drive it the other way around. So it's going to be a win-win for both buyers and sellers on Wednesday. So get ready to trade according to your account. And of course, on Thursday, remember AUD also 2:30 a.m. for those people that like waking up very early in the morning, they can do that. And of course, there'll be core PPI for 1:30 in the afternoon on Thursday. And finally, on Friday, we will now be switching to Japan, okay, early in the morning. Because there's no particular time for that. That's why they put tentative there. So anytime you see tentative, it means that there is no fixed time for that policy rate. But of course, it's going to be early in the morning. Okay, it could be between 1 o'clock and 3 o'clock in the morning, Nigeria time. So if you can wake up in the morning and trade it, it's going to be a good one. And hopefully, the BOJ statement is going to be favorable for Japan. That's Japanese currency. But of course, they are keeping their rate very low, at less than 0.1%. Unlike Nigeria, that is currently around 33% interest rates. I see Japan is actually trying to salvage things. It's only in Nigeria that the CBN is saying that the only way to control inflation is to increase rates. But of course, I disagree, because in economics, simple economics, is not the increasing rate is not the only way to control inflation. There's a, if the rate is too high, there's a way, even the central bank also adjust and reduce rates. It's both ways can be either increase or reduce. So it depends on you don't actually favor the economy. But of course, in Nigeria, maybe they will take it to 100%, and then of course, maybe they will still continue to take it to 200%, 300%. Maybe by then their eye will clear. All right. So why I'm saying that is because beyond rhetorics, it's actually really not certain, because you keep on increasing rate and things are not getting better. Then why are you increasing? You can actually decrease it. That's common sense, right? Because let's leave that one. And finally, by 3 p.m. on Friday, there will be prelim, consumer sentiment, and it will also, be a very, impactful event So beyond events, like I said, get ready. Tuesday, you have the opportunity. Wednesday, opportunity. Thursday, opportunity. And Friday, opportunity. So only today, we're going to be looking at technical all round. Now let's switch back to, let me check comments. No comment. Okay. No comment. Only greetings. All right. So let's quickly switch back to the our MT4 platform and look at what we can do technically. So let's start with Euro USD, like I said, and I will start with auto trend channel. This particular one broke channel for us, so I actually was waiting to place a buy around here. Okay, if we had seen it, we would have actually placed a buy. So that's the area that we would have bought, because that's a support area on the screen. It's obvious that that was a support area, but of course, unfortunately, the parliamentary election actually made the price jump even below the support, automatically breaking the support, right? So, but I feel, okay, that price is price. Nothing lasts forever. Okay, so even when we had a bear run, like around here, can you see the screen? A very terrible bear run. Eventually, the market recovered, right? Because eventually we saw the market, recovering like so, even recover or and up to this level. So I feel that even if the price is doing what it's doing now, I feel that the price will still, bulls will still look for a way to come back and take over the market. Now, it means that if you're on a sell, look at closing your trade if you already have it. And of course, we can also look at H4, the same thing, the trend is broken. But of course, even if the price is now dropping like seriously, what it will do is to get back to this level and find the support. Okay, so that's the worst it will do. So it means that if you are selling, probably you can hold on or trail your trade and up to this level. But if you are buying, well, you might want to, if your lot is not too big, okay, you might want to leave your trade. But if your lot is too big and it will affect your account, you might as well close your trade right now and wait for another opportunity, because of course it will come. So if you ask me, what should we do to Euro USD today? Looking at technicals, there is nothing, because of course the price has done what it needs to do. It's broken that support. So let's look out for a buy. Let's look out for a buy. Okay. When I say look out for a buy, it means that when the price eventually find another support that we can look out for, we can look out for a support now on the screen. Okay, I'm looking at D1 currently, and based on what I can see, if I zoom out completely, I can adjust and just look at something. So basically, what I can see here is that I don't know. I think even if I use an ascending line to connect, let me just adjust this to fit what we want. Even if I use a line like so to connect, I can only have something like this. And just drag this like so. Just permit me to just do something for you guys so that we can check if we can see a support. So the only support I can see on the screen is this one I just drawn now. Of course, it's still white. So it means that before you can even think of buying, the price will come around this level. Okay. That's a near support, a near term support. Okay, and of course it's still long term. So looking at H4, it is still far. Like I said, it is still far on H4. So I think we can just wait for the price to get to that level before we place a buy. Okay, and of course we can adjust again, even on this H4 time frame. We can adjust for something like this, and just adjust for something like that. So even if the price is coming down, it will come down to this level as the worst case. So your buy limit, if you're going to be looking for a buy around support, this should be your buy limit area. This part should be your buy limit area. The white part inside the box. Okay, it should be your buy limit area. And then you can begin to buy around that area. But for sellers, yes, if like I said, if you are still selling, you can wait until the price gets to this level before you close your trade. It's a good one. And you can trail your trade. And finally, by the time we get back to H1, we can automatically check and wait for this level to place our trade. But if you are so much in a hurry to enter Euro USD because of the volatility and hopefully reversal, you can just come around. Let me just open another Euro USD and use something like Bollinger Band, okay, to check if the price will turn. Now, Bollinger Band would be a very good way to check if price will turn. Let me just click on where is the Bollinger Band? This one. Okay, so let's see if price will turn, sooner. Based on what I have here, for you to place a buy, okay, if price is turning, you will need a bearish engulfing bar around the lower band. Okay, so if these candles, if they can come back to this lower band, okay, that means if the price can be bearish up to this lower band and form a bullish engulfing bar around the lower band, yes, back. Okay, so it would be like a short-term way of actually, taking the price back from the sellers. And finally, if we zoom in, even if we zoom in now, and look at the bars, okay, look at the candles, we see three kind of like short, bars, okay, that are not too strong for. I don't think they're too strong for sellers, really. I don't think so. Okay, so it means that the sellers are actually tired right now, and probably because of the election that we just checked the other way, the other time. So because of that parliamentary election, it could be that the news is over, and these three guys here are showing us that the sellers are actually tired. So let's see if bulls can take over from here. If not, you have to wait for the price, like I said, to get to this line, this lower band. And finally, if you break the lower band, finally, you can now wait for the price to get to the area we marked on the screen previously. That's okay. I didn't use this chart. Okay, so let's wait for that. And of course, let's stay off Euro USD right now. Don't buy and don't sell. That's the way I see it. Except you want to say, oh, I'm trading reaction and I'm buying. But of course, if you are not on a sell, like I said, don't sell anymore. If you're on a sell, wait for it, trail your trade. If you're on a buy and your lot is not too big, you can hold on. If you're on a buy and your lot is big, you can you might as well cut your loss. Because of course, if we're using stop loss, this area would have been your stop loss area. It means that the trade should have closed by now. Anyways, so away from Euro USD, let's look at something else. Before I look at something else, let me these are leading week. What is leading week? Olufunke say leading week, Euro pound and oil is still on negative. Okay, is it last week you want to say or leading week? Well, Euro pound is still on negative. You can close your trade if your negative is too big, you don't like it. Oil is still on negative, mine is still on negative as well. You might want to close it if you don't like it. Of course, if you have faith, you can hold on to it. Now, please, Pepsi Gold, I enter sell. Well, I've not checked gold. AY. A1 says, sir, kindly assist in analyzing AUDJPY. Say this on the trade on it, we will try. So kindly assist on analyzing AUDJPY. You have it on it. Well, let's look at AUDJPY because of your sake. A1. Is it A1 that is your name or or just your phone thing? AUDJPY. AUDJPY. Well, I'm not saying AUDJPY. Where will it be? AUDJPY. Okay, I think I have it. So I have a buy limit on the AUDJPY. So you might want to that breaking transmission. Like I said, I have a buy limit on the indicator. It means that for me to have a buy limit on it, it means that I must have been waiting for something to happen around that area before I place that buy. But of course, I can't remember the time I even placed the trade. So what I can do now is to check what happened or what would have happened that I use that level as a buy zone. Okay, so let's take it away from the normal template and take it to trend channel and check what's going on. So this one has not said anything. Let's look at Bollinger Band, whether it has said something. AUDJPY again. And take it to Bollinger Band very fast. Bollinger Band. It has not said anything also. Okay, but of course, there's no trade. There's no signal right now. Price is neither at the upper level or the lower level. So we wait. And but of course, from what I know of Japanese yen, like I said, before you can do anything, I think you need to wait for that BOJ restatement. If Japanese yen is going to go strong, then we will know by then. But based on what I know of Japanese yen, it's not going anywhere against AUD, for example, because AUD can be a very strong currency. So why not, look for a way to look for buy around, your chart from 1 hour, 4 hours, and daily. Okay, so let me check here whether this one has not come back. And of course, finally, we can now look at the breakout strategy with moving average. I love this because this one can tell me whether I can buy or sell instantly. For those people that they want to sell came around here, that's around this level, and you would have made about 40 something pips. So for now, there's no opportunity to sell. Okay, you need to wait for the price to do what it wants to do. And right now, the price is forming a reversal bar. Okay, so let's wait out. Let's wait for the next few candles to see if the price will turn around. That's a spinning candle right there. So, and what's spinning candles that are also in the market to not playing, right? But of course, like I said, Japanese yen is weak. Okay, so it is not want our this is not the kind of chart I want to place a sell on, right? So let's wait for price to do what it wants to do. Okay, for that one. So there's no trade on AUDJPY for now. For me, no trade is okay, except you want to jump into a buy, which is wrong. Okay, based on what the price is saying now, it is not the right time for you to buy AUDJPY, at least not yet. Okay, so and finally, we can now go to let me check. I think crude oil, because we mentioned crude oil. So let me check crude oil. Crude oil. I think it's on one. Crude oil, well, I am interested in buying. Don't know. Happening here. Let me check. Yeah, I'm interested in buying, and I'm glad that the price has actually, please push up a little bit. It means that the buy I did last week, I think so, buy limit. I think I said buy limit here. So I'm still waiting for this one to complete the move and give me more profit. So I have a profitable trade on oil right now because I have a buy on it. But beyond the buy, let's find out if you can hold on to your buy trade. If you have any, let's find out with first of all the breakout strategy. Let's find out. So with what we have here, oil is good to buy. Okay. The opportunity to buy came around here. Okay, that's our buy zone. And so if you're on the buy now, I think you are good on oil. If you're on the sell, you're on the wrong path. So you might as well close your trade. So I feel oil price will still continue to push up. Okay, and of course, remember there's a kind of like a range right now. The price is actually taking time to break out of this comfort zone. So a break above this paint will spell a lot of sentiment, a lot of bullish sentiment for crude oil. Okay, so it means that you can start buying. I think this one is an abandoned baby right now. Okay, abandoned candlestick. Okay, the price. What I mean by abandoned is because the price actually broke down, and after that one, after that downfall, there's another gap up. So it means that this one is more like an abandoned candle. We call it abandoned baby candlestick. You can Google that. And it means that this price can actually spell a lot of opportunity for buyers. So I think so. So if this one closes even bullish right now, it will be more like a morning star, is that not? So, and of course, morning star spells a lot of opportunity for buyers. So I think the sentiment for oil or around oil is still buy. If you are buying now, if you're interested, you can see please trade on oil, but the direction is up. Okay, that's what I have on oil. For those people that are asking me for crude oil. Okay, so somebody says EUJPY. Olufunke say we add her faith to my own. Yes, please add it to my own. Even me, I have faith. Okay, that the oil price will continue to rise. So somebody say my audio is fluctuating. Well, it's possible. That's because of people were calling me and because they were, actually, disturbing my internet. Let me check something out. I want to see if I can switch internet as well. That's my internet source, so that we can have a better audio and better everything. I will check if the other, channel is up. Of course, I'll switch. But before then, let me see what other people are asking me to look at. Somebody says it's ready, yes, to be registered for beginners class. What are you waiting for? You said he sent me a text message. Well, I think the link, you see this link we are using now. Let me, if you are here, if you are hearing me, Nwobodo, Uchenna, you are hearing me. This link you used to join this class this morning. You will by 10 o'clock in the morning, use the same link to join the morning class. You should be able to, I think that's simple enough. See the same link now. Okay, that used to join this class. And for everybody listening to me, if you're interested in joining beginners class, 10 o'clock this morning, Of course, Favor will be on hot seat to actually dilute the market and look at what we have. So you can join the class. Because if you're welcome, so I'm encouraging you all to join that class. If you are not, you still don't know what to buy stock, sell stock, you still don't know small things, you can join the class. Okay, so I think I've done justice to JPY. Somebody says Euro JPY and New Zealand USD and US index. Somebody says I promised a video clip on EMA about 2 weeks ago. This way, can you make it available? The video is available. Ask your manager; they will make it available to you. I have a video on it. In fact, I think I have it on. I have it on. I think so. I don't know. I don't know where I have it anyway. Okay, so can you repeat the oil analysis? Why do we want to repeat it? I'm still on oil chart. I said the direction is buy. I have a bias for buy. Or my intuition is saying that oil price will rise, and that you can keep on buying it if you're comfortable with it. I even give you arrows on the screen. So I will be a bit. What else do you want me to tell you? Okay. So somebody say discuss gold. I will look at it. Dada. Is your name Dada? Do you have Dada here? Yeah. And so like only these people that have Dada here. Then that used to be called Dada. But these days in Nigeria, those people go and tie their hair and look at Dada, look like Dada. So we can as well call them Dada. So Dada, you're welcome. Okay, so I'll try and look at gold for you. But for now, let me look at Euro JPY. Okay, don't worry, I'm still going to look at. I think I've checked through oil. Okay, so let's look at Euro JPY. Euro JPY. It should be on majors. Okay, so Euro JPY. Let's check. So you see this one. You can see that this one did not really get down much, and even if it got down much, the price is actually pushing back up. That's because Japanese yen is weak. When you compare to Euro pound, okay, they have a very large gap. Let me show you. Euro pound has a very large gap. Compared to Euro USD, you can see the screen already. They have a very large gap also. You can see the screen, very large gap. So if you compare this gap now on Euro pound to this gap on Euro JPY, you can see that it's very small. Okay, this one is a very small gap. And this one is almost covered now. This one on Euro JPY is almost covered. And of course, by the time you also compare it to Euro USD gap, you can see that the Euro USD gap is also very much. Okay, it's also very, very much. Let me come back here and check it out. See, the gap is much. And of course, the distance is still wide now. Okay, even if it's going to recover, it take time, but of course, the recovery is possible. So it means that by the time you compare the three of them, you can see that Euro pound is wider, Euro USD is the next wider one, and Euro JPY is the shorter one. Now, why do you think Euro JPY have that short gap? Who can tell us? The reason is simple. Yes, Euro was weak, but Japanese yen was also very weak. So the strength to pull back, okay, and push the price down was not there. So it means that for Japanese yen, I'm warning all of you, you should be careful buying Japanese yen. You should be looking to sell it, okay, when the opportunity arises. And if you check with maybe, and if you are selling Japanese yen, it means that on this kind of chart, you should be buying, right? That's what it means. So if you don't understand that one, then you need to join the beginners class so that you understand it more. And finally, if I go to breakout, yeah, I think this one has done what it needs to do. Okay, so it is not a good one for sellers. Okay, even when the chance came for them to drive the price down around here, okay, the chance came here to drive the price down, but they couldn't drive it even much. Okay, they only drove it for like how many pips? Okay, about 40 something pips, and now the price is going back. So it break above this black line, the black moving average could actually push the price the upside. So look to buy Euro JPY. All right, when the opportunity for this, but the opportunity is not there right now for you to buy it. So don't do anything yet. Okay, so let me check again. Comment. Instant buy on oil. I said so. I have a buy on it already. So if you want to buy, yes, why not? Somebody says Rastafarian. Felix. Okay, we are talking about that. It's all right. So it's Trend Channel 2 for free on MT4. Yes, it's for free on MT4, but we don't have it on MT4 channel. I bought it, okay, with my money. So it means that you don't have it, right? You don't have it on MT4. Even if you check the channel, or sorry, the indicator, page on MT4, you won't see it because it's not on that domain. Okay, if you need it, it's free in Rally. We have paid for it. I've paid for it on behalf of our clients. Okay. But of course, for you to get it among me, you need to at least push your money to minimum 2 million. Okay. Of course, you get it for free. Now, Habibat, my man, my man, my man. Wow, it's your name. Okay, so please, what are their timing for the classes online? Which link do you use? Use the same link, Habibat. The timing is 10 a.m. Nigeria time. All right, so Yari ICT Computer Venture. Are you in Benin? I hope so, because Yari is a Benin language, right? So yeah, you can go ahead and buy, or if you're interested, the signal is still there for buy. So if you want to join the buyers, like I am buying, you can join. All right. Please, can you check US 100 for FRA 40? Of course, I can check FRA 40. I may not be able to check US 100. So for your sake, let me check FRA 40 and come to FRA 40 check. So FRA 40 gap down because of the parliamentary stuff. Okay, so I'm hoping that the price will push up. I'm honestly hoping so. Okay, so, and of course, the price just opened, I think, 2 hours ago, and currently it's trying to push back up. So I hope that it's actually recovers, right? So I think I have I think I have a buy on, yeah, buy on it. I have a buy trade on it, and the price has gone wrong. So I might as well terminate my trade or look for a better alternative later. Okay, so let me check with D1 to see what opportunity is there for me. So on the D1 front, we have well, the price has actually slipped below the abandoned baby in Europe. This one is an abandoned guy, all right? Okay, so this price slipped below it. So it means that uh, we need to see a close below that abandoned baby before we can conclude on the sell. Of course, the daily bar. So before we can say you want to sell this one, you need today's close. Okay, the bar today must close, and of course you can now place a buy. So permit me to just pick my call in 1 minute, and of course I'll be with you again. Sorry about that breaking down, people. I apologize profusely. I had an important and urgent, call on my phone that I cannot ignore but answer. So, but I'm back with you now, and of course, we can start. So I was saying that we will need the daily close. This is D1 bar, all right? This is the daily candle. And I painted a candle on the right side, sorry, on the left side, this green abandoned guy. Why do I say abandoned? Because there was a gap down, it closed bullish, yes. But then there was another gap up, okay, that actually left it behind with a lot of void. But right now we are seeing a daily bar that actually percolated even below the low. Okay, we can consider this as the low side. Okay, even the close, below the close, or sorry, below the open. And even if you consider even the low, right? So we have seen the candle, kind of filter below the low of that bar. Sorry, I was actually trying to copy this bar. Why can't I copy it? Good. So we need a close below this channel. Okay, you can see that I just have two lines on the screen. We need a close below it for us to assume, okay, that the price wants to drop. Otherwise, I think we are still on the buy side. Why do I say we are still on the buy side? Because on the D1, if we zoom out, the price or the trend is still up, right? So even if we carry whatever you want to carry, the line or averages or the trend is still facing the upside, whatever you want to call it. Okay, trend is still facing. The channel is still looking very good to the upside. All right. So the worst that will happen is that the price will drop a little bit, hit any of the lines, and continue its journey to the upside. So you need to be careful, looking for a sell until the price has actually closed below that guy that I just mentioned. And you can see that that plays more like if you consider even the head and shoulder pattern, that zone where I have that two lines is actually like the neck region, right? So we need it to close below the neck before we can consider, pushing to the downside. All right. So for the FRA 40, let's look at this one finally and find out if we can, buy. So we need, if once this candle close, bullish and close above this level, maybe the next 14, 15 minutes, 16 minutes, thereabout, let's look at for more reasons to buy when we have more bullish and bullish and bullish. And finally, we can even insert, kind of like a reversal signal. I consider Bollinger Band a reversal signal. Okay, so we need to close inside of the bar, inside of the band. Okay, there's a close outside right now. This is the lower band. This one, this tiny line. We need a close inside of it, and we need the bullish engulfing candle around it for us to actually place a buy. Otherwise, we stay off for now. Let the sellers enjoy. Of course, buyers will come back. So that concludes this for the for FRA 40. And if you look at instruments also, like, let's also check DAX. Sorry, I need to open the one for 40, DAX 40. DAX 40, I think the DAX 40 and FRA 40, I think they should have done the same thing, or they must have been doing the same thing. I think so. So we can see even the 1 hour level, the price has actually dipped so low, very, very low. But of course, it's kind of recovering right now. So the same thing, we need a close below the neck for us to place it. And this one is even not even up to the neck yet. Please, not yet. For the FRA 40, we're already seeing price around the neck, like so. But this one still have a lot of room to cover. But fortunately for this one, if we look at the 21 period moving average, the price is just closing below it right now. So, and with the gap down, so it means that we could be on the bearish territory for this one. But we need more confirmation. And by the time we now switch to this guy, the breakout strategy. Sorry, breakout strategy. Let me put this one. Okay, so we need for the red to close below the black before we can say yes, we're in the bearish territory. So, but right now the red line is still above the black on the D1, and on the H4, let's check. Okay, so on the H4 we need more confirmation for this one. I think we're in the bearish territory. We're in the bearish run on H4 already, and of course on the H1 front we are here on the bearish run already. So this one confirms a sell this morning. This one, right? It closed below that, confirmed a sell. So, but of course, the price is recovering now. So let's wait for this price to close. If it closes like this, then if it closes on the red and below this green line, you can continue to place a sell and enjoy it. But of course, remember that we still have about 30 minutes now to go for this candle to close. If it closes red also, it means that the price will actually continue to trend down. But of course, if there's a recovery or anytime you see a recovery, back to the upside, then you should quit yourself. Why do I say that? Because you see, all these indices, all of them are still on the bull side. Okay, look at the chart. It is still on the bullish run, or it is still on the bullish side. Okay, or it's still on the buy side. Okay, and if you look at let's check with back crossing. If you look at the back crossing episode, okay, so this one gave us an opportunity, I think, on Friday for itself. Back crossing gave us an opportunity for itself. So right now we are beginning to see sell opportunity on at least that. Okay, that's a sell signal there. And for those people that are selling, congratulations, you should be making money by now. But of course, like I said, this price is still on the good side. Why? Because the price is still, the trend is still up. Okay. But of course, if the trend is changing, which is obvious, we will know shortly. If we see more of a downfall, then we can consider, the price to be on the bearish or the bear territory. We have seen, okay, three lower highs right now. I've seen three lower highs. Okay, and of course, the price might just be, this could just be the beginning of a downtrend. But of course, like I said, we need more clues. Okay, then we can consider selling. Okay, so for now, I'm still going to hold tight to my, my assumption that the price can still bring surprise and push up. Okay, but of course, if you are not on a buy, don't buy yet. Wait for more clearance. If you're on a sell, you are welcome. Continue to enjoy the ride downside. Good morning. Okay, so please let me close this door. Okay, so that concludes. Let me check comment section to see if more people ask me to do something. So can you please load the video of the AMI of the Reality YouTube site? Well, I don't know. Like I'm explaining now, I think you can grab some things. Okay, so Benin guy, Yari, welcome. What is the difference between exponential and simple in moving average? Oluwatoyin or less? Well, just the calculation. The calculation for moving average exponential is different from the calculation for moving average simple. For the moving average simple, it's just like, in your primary school, we say there are 10 pupils in class. Age of one of them is 10 years. Age of second one is 7 years. Age of third one is 12 years, and so on and so forth. So what is the average age of the pupil in that class? You can take an average. Age 1, 13, 12. 13 plus 12 plus 10 plus 7 plus 8. Divide by total number of people there, 10. Then you have an average. That's your normal moving average. That's common. Okay, so what that one says is that we are looking at the candles. Okay, we are looking at the candles, 1, 2, 3 candles, and we are counting back. And of course, minus 0 candle depends on the formula you want to use. For example, now if I say it starts moving average right now, I just want to use that one opportunity to explain what moving average is. If I say 21 period, it means that I want to count back 21 candle. If I say 10 candle, if I say 10, I just say 10 here, it means I want to count back 10. And if I now choose simple as my method, then I want to say close of 1. If I apply to close, this applies to close now. I want to say close of candle 1 plus close of candle 2 plus close of candle 3 plus close of candle 4 plus close of candle 5 close of candle 6 up to close of candle 10, then divide by 10. Then I'll have a value. That value will be applied to, when candle 0 close, will be applied to candle 0. And of course, we can have a line drawn on the chart, like so. And of course, like I said, this, what do you call it now? This candle, 0. That's the one I put arrow on. This one is 1. This one is 2. Sorry. This one is 2, and so on and so forth. So that concludes it for that one. But for the exponential, though, the calculation is different. Okay, there is a formula for it. I can just fetch it for you. Exponential moving, let me just check, average formula. Okay, so if I share my screen with you, do I have to see? Can you see now? So there's a formula here. I think that the formula can be seen if I apply images. I think so. Okay, so you can see that. I think I have something like this here. So you can see this. Okay, this one is smoothing. I don't want smoothing. I just want exponential. Yeah, this one. I think this one does it. So this is the formula for exponential. Or like the simple, that is 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 up to 10 divided by 10. the exponential one is actually quite different. So there's a way we calculate it. So that's just the difference between the two of them. All right. So I think that does it for the lesson. You are showing your lesson. Is that your name? Okay. So Ayanda Oluwasegun, can you please upload video? You're always seeing video. Which video? Go to YouTube. You see there. Thank you very much, Josephine. Okay, Ayanda. Okay, is it done? Is the gap on the Euro US going to close today? Omomi, how will I know that? I cannot tell you if the gap is going to close today. But of course, if it doesn't close, it can be gap and go. Okay, because opportunity may come whereby on the chart you have a gap and a test, and of course there's also an opportunity for gap and go. What differentiates the two of them is in candlestick anatomy. How we differentiate the two of them is in the shape of the candle that close. So, for example, if I come back here, and I look at candlestick template and I look at D1, okay, if you want to know whether it will close, you need to check the candle color that, deviates. So if you have, let me check, this one, is it green or red? If it is green, it is most likely that the gap will close. If this candle is green, this small one, if it is green, it is possible that the gap will close. If it is not green, if it is red, it will just be gap and go, okay? A gap and go will happen when you have a red, and there's a gap. But a gap and retest may happen when you have a red, green, because that could be a retest. So, for example, now if you look at that FRA 40, what was it? FRA 40, let's go back to candlestick template and look at for D1. Okay, so you can see here, okay, this is an example of gap and go. So you have a gap up in this regard. Okay, so from this one, okay, in the same direction. So you can see that immediately the gap happened, the price started moving to the other side, even though eventually it came back and the test and it eventually moved. That's like a gap and go. But this one is also a gap and go. This one here. So it could be that this one is actually being done. So this is a gap and go instance where you have a red. Okay, even though eventually came back and test, but it took time, right? So this is another example of a gap and go. Okay, so I think I've been able to do justice to that. Let's check comment section again and see if there's anything that can impact very fast before we close. Comment section. Thank you, Oluwaposin. I appreciate you. Recommend the site to check news and oilprice.com does it. If you are looking for only oil trade, oilprice.com. Okay, so there is a website then I used to know that. Okay, so I can just share it with you now. This is oilprice.com. This one I specifically deal with Brent and WTI and all news, so you can see everything oil. Okay, so you can check here if you are really interested in only oil trade. You can look at for oilprice.com. Please, Mark, who is the owner of this phone? Who is there? Please close this phone now because it's disturbing me. All the favor for me. Apologies for that breaking transmission. All right. So like I was saying, so if you are interested in trading crude oil only, go ahead and check this site. You have a lot of information on crude oil. All right. So let's go on to before we close, finally, let me see if I can enable the channel for people to ask me questions. I like it when I have feedbacks. Okay, so I'm going to enable the channel now. Beyond analysis, let's hear from you guys what you have to tell me. So I'm going to, okay, so I'm going to just, if you want to speak to me, just raise up your hand, let me unmute you. And then you can ask me a question. Okay, based on what we have just discussed today, oil, currencies, commodities, anything, indices, raise your hand, and of course, I will enable the channel within 1 to 30 seconds, 1 minute, we are done with that. But if there's no hand, you can as well, look at one more information, and of course, we can close. Any hand? Who is that? Okay, what is Q? I see your name as Q.
Okay, sorry. Q
Okay?
is the name of my computer.
Your name, the name of your computer is Q.
That's why it's showing like that, sir.
Yeah, you can change it to your name now.
I'll change it to my name, sir. On the next, I'll log into my Zoom.
Okay, so what's your own name?
My name is Kolapo, sir.
Which state are you?
Plateau State.
Kolakbo.
Yes, sir.
You're in Plateau State.
Yes, sir. I live in Plateau
Ah,
State.
okay, oh. That place is far. Oh.
Yes, sir.
Anyways,
Yes,
maybe you were even born there. Who knows? Well, of course, you are in Nigeria, so you have the right to move whatever you want to do your business. But how is Plateau State? I've never been to that state. It's one of those states in Nigeria I've never been to.
The
I
state
think
is
the weather is
okay.
very cool.
Yes, it's colder than most states in
Okay,
Nigeria.
and that when you are there, you live as if you are in maybe UK or US or Canada.
Yes, the weather here is cold because it's actually on the plateau, so it's high.
Why don't we all in Nigeria, instead of jackpine to UK and US and Canada, why don't we go to Plateau State, and enjoy the weather? So beyond that, so how is food, priced there? Is it normal? Because in
Well,
Lagos is
food price has gone up all over the country, but it's relatively cheaper
okay.
than other states. But before, when I first came here, food was really, really cheap.
Okay. Thank you very much for that information. And of course, a lot of people are listening in beyond trading. You can just contact Kolapo, and of course, he's going to send food to wherever you are in Nigeria. All right. So let's hear your question, Kolapo.
So I want to ask, can we trade Naira USD?
Of course, I don't advise it. Yes, you can trade it, but I don't advise it because, yes, the CBN says that they have lifted restriction on Naira and that you can trade Naira freely. But of course, it's still being, held in a very kind of like tight grip. So I don't subscribe to you trading it. Don't like it. Okay. So instead of me asking you to waste your time trading, let me just check. It should be under here. USD MGN, USD MGN. Let me just check here. USD MGN. Is it on this account? I'm actually trying to look for USD MGN for you guys. Okay. Um, Let me see if I can check this list. USD MGN. Please, if you see it, just tell me that you have seen it because I've not seen it. I see USD MX and USD, USD there, but I didn't see USD MGN. So I only see USD index, but not USD MGN. So if you see it on your chart, I cannot see it on my own chart. I can't see it. I can't find it here. I've enabled all I need to do. I can't find, but I know it's on some people's chat. So you can say you can open it, but don't trade it. So if you ask me direct question as a coach, I say no, don't trade it. Look for something
Okay,
else.
sir.
Is that all?
Yes, sir. That's what I wanted to find out, sir.
All right. So let me listen to one more person since you see I have a little bit of time. Grace is actually raising her hand also. So Grace, what do you have for us?
Okay, sir. Good morning, sir.
Yes, Grace. Let's hear it.
Yes, sir. Okay. So I just want to ask, I don't know why for a long time now US 100 has not been treated. I
What
don't
do you
know
mean
why.
treated? Okay, let me
I mean
give you.
analyzed.
Oh yeah, let me give you a hint. Let me give you a hint. I'm going to do something now. I'm going to open US 100. Just give me a second. I want you to look at something so that all of us can have an idea of what I want to tell you. This US 100 chart, and of course, I'm going to open US 30, US 30, US 30, US 30 chart, and I'm going to open US 500, US 500. Where is it? I think it should be here. US 500 chart, and I'm going to open possibly US 2000 chart. Let me check US 2000 chart. Now, apart from US 2000 that is behaving like that right now, if you look at US 30, let me just close this one. And US 500, let me close this one. I'm coming. So look at this US, let me close this one. Look at this US 2000, close it. Now, this US 500 and this US 30. Sorry, this US 100 and US 500. Is there any difference? On this chart, they look exactly the same. In it, Grace.
Yes, sir, me too.
Okay, so let me take it to this part. I just wanted to see something. Look at this is US 500 and this is US 100. We're going to just come here and change this one to candlestick. So if you look at these two guys, this US 100 and US 500, they are one. In fact, I can say they are one and the same. I can say that because the same behavior they have, two of them. Okay. So sometimes when I analyze, like me, in my own little church mind, when I analyze US 100, US 30, US 2000, DAX 40, FRE 40, all of them, most often than not, in fact, 90% of time, 90% over 100, they behave the same. It's only a few instances, few scenarios that they are different. So if you ask me to look at US 100, and instead of me looking at US 100, for example, and I look at US 500, it means that I'm still telling you the same. That's why I said if I pick one, because earlier today somebody picked FRE 40, I should look at it. And then of course I look at it. So if you look at FRE 40, you look at DAX 40, they behave the same. Okay, so picking one indices should compensate for the rest, right? But because you ask it, this is US 100. And my idea of trading it is going to be, because the price is ranging right now, my idea of trading is going to be on breakouts. Okay. What do I mean by breakout? And this applies to all indices also that have this same pattern behavior. So anytime you look at your screen, you have something like this, then you look out for breakout. Breakout is that if price breaks above this painted zone, you can buy. If price breaks below the painted zone, you can sell. Why? Because more than any time else, this price has been on a very tight range, going up and going down or going nowhere. Right? And of course, the same we apply for also US 30. Where's that US 500? The same thing we apply to this one. Okay, same thing you're looking out for the breakout. All right. Yeah. So are you happy now?
Thank you, sir. I'm grateful.
Yes, you're welcome. So I want to thank everybody that participated in today's class. The only trade we had the opportunity to actually confirm today was crude oil for a buy. So we're looking out to buy this one. If you're interested, you can jump in and be part of the trade. I appreciate you all. Of course, I'll see you the next time. So tomorrow, this same session continues, 8 o'clock in the morning. Don't forget that. Because somebody else will be here to analyze it. Otherwise, of course, I'll be here. Bye-bye for now.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, my car.